ties between big business and the American military, a strident isolationist till his last. Butler died of pancreatic cancer in June 1940. He was 58 years old. In the decades since, doubters have asked why, if the scheme was real, didn't President Roosevelt aggressively pursue it? Would it have been wise for the president to allow a group of openly treasonous fascist sympathizers to continue to operate in Washington if they knew? On the other hand, if there was such a group, what could Roosevelt have done about it anyway? Perhaps the best explanation on the matter to come from Roosevelt came in 1936 when he reaccepted the nomination of the Democratic Party, speaking just after he defeated his American Liberty League-backed rivals. Roosevelt declared, and let's see if can we get a clip of this? No, we cannot. Never mind. So he said, For out of this modern civilization, economic royalists carved new dynasties. New kingdoms were built upon concentration of control over material things. Through uses of corporations, banks, and securities, new machinery of industry and agriculture, of labor and capital, all undreamed of by the fathers, the whole structure of modern life was impressed into this royal science. It was natural and perhaps human that the privileged princes of these new economic dynasties, thirsting for power, reached out for control over the government itself. They created a new despotism and wrapped it in the robes of legal sanction. In its service, new mercenaries sought to regiment the people, their labor, and their property, and as a result of the average man once more confronts the problems that faced the Minuteman. So, really kind of evoking back this idea that people are going to be the ones, the average people, the Minutemen, the people who would get up in a minute's notice, stuff we all knew back in elementary school, to get up and defend their democracy. So those accused represented the single most powerful subset of the American society, the rich. Within a decade, the alliances between businesses and government proved vital in World War II. After defeating the American Liberty League in 1936, the organization faded away apparently peacefully by 1940. But if McGuire was more cautious or someone else was asked to ride the white horse, could the whole 20th century have ended differently? Could the United States have entered World War II maybe on the side of Nazi Germany in a fascist dictatorship? Could democracy be dead from the world? I mean, who knows what could have happened? It's fascinating. The frightening reality here is that the only thing that prevented this was a retired Marine playing Paul Revere. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. I really do appreciate appreciate you sticking by. We are 5 episodes into Uprising with 3 more to go. See you next week.